can performance anxiety cause erectile dysfunction? And more importantly, how do you fix it? First, let's discuss exactly what's involved in order for you to get an erection, as well as how do you ejaculate. This includes the autonomic nervous system. You have two different types of nervous systems. One is called the parasympathetic and the other is called the sympathetic. Let's start with parasympathetic. The parasympathetic is what I like to call your rest and digest. This is your Netflix and chill. You're just sitting on the couch and relaxing. You're causing vasodilation, which means you're sending all of your rich oxygenated blood throughout your body. It's feeding all of your organs, all of your tissue, because you're relaxed. This is what is needed in order to get an erection. You have to actually activate the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, the sympathetic nervous system is what I like to call you running from the bear. This is your fight or flight. This is what happens when your heart is pumping and you're running and you're sweating. Now think about it. When this is happening, you're causing vasoconstriction of your blood vessels everywhere in your body so that you can shunt all that rich oxygenated blood to your heart. It's very important because the heart is what's going to make you get out of there so you don't get eaten by this bear. So when you think about actually having sex, the thrusting motion starts to elevate your heart rate. It's almost like you're mimicking that running from the bear feeling. And the body knows that this is what is happening. So in that moment, it starts to cause vasoconstriction. And this vasoconstriction is what ultimately leads to your orgasm or your ejaculation. So you have to be imbalanced between your parasympathetic and your sympathetic nervous system in order to not only get the erection, but then to ejaculate. So now I want you to think about performance anxiety. If you're starting the process already anxious, you're already running from the bear, which means that you've activated your sympathetic nervous system way before the parasympathetic, which means that you can't relax. You're not going to get an erection, which leads to erectile dysfunction. Now, therapists have learned that over time, this performance anxiety will eventually turn into post-traumatic stress disorder, because ultimately you're telling yourself, oh no, this is what is going to happen this time. And so you get into this pattern, and this pattern repeats and it repeats and it repeats. And now you don't know how to activate that parasympathetic nervous system, and you only know how to activate the sympathetic nervous system. So it's so important that we do something about it. So let's talk about that. What can you do to calm yourself down? Well, first and foremost, communication is key. You gotta be able to communicate with your partner. You have to let your partner know what is going on so that he or she can help you relax and help you understand why it is that you're feeling what you're feeling. Secondly, breathe, relax, maybe meditate before your sexual encounter. Really try to find that parasympathetic tone, meaning relaxing, chilling. That way you can get vasodilation. And you gotta break the pattern. So quite honestly, seeing a sex therapist might be the way that you go. So if you are noticing that you're suffering with performance anxiety, which is causing erectile dysfunction, then perhaps you can give us a call here at the Novus Center. Let us help you overcome this performance anxiety.